The 7 most powerful machine guns today. A good defense system can boast of denying even the most damaging projectiles. We have seen battle tanks, ships, and aircraft capable of withstanding the most furious onslaught of enemy fire. But the question is, as new technologies in protective shields are developed, do firearms increase power to keep up? Stay with us until the end of the video and you'll be amazed. 7. Mark 38 M242 Bussmayer Chain Gun. Would it surprise you if we told you that the first gun on our list is electric? Indeed, unlike most automatic firearms, the M242 does not rely on gas or recoil to power its firing system. Instead, it uses a 1.0 HP 750 watt DC motor placed in the receiver to drive the chain and dual feed system. This system uses sprockets and extractor grooves to feed, load, fire, extract, and eject cartridges. A clutch system allows a reciprocating sprocket to engage, so the gunner can switch between armor-piercing and high-explosive bullets. The gun assembly comprises 3 parts: the barrel assembly, the feeder assembly, and the receiver assembly. The 3-part structure makes it possible for a single person to install or disassemble the system despite its considerable overall weight. Also, it can fire US-made ammunition in its NATO equivalent. However, it primarily fires 6 types of rounds: M791, M792, M793, M910, MK210, and M919. 6. M2 Browning .50 BMG. There's a reason the M250 machine gun design has endured since John Browning first created it 100 years ago in 1918. The weapon's mechanical reliability and projectile ballistics are still exactly what a soldier needs to quickly kill large numbers of people and light vehicles at long range. First, the M2 and its ammunition can legally target enemy personnel, despite the persistent myth that we can only target equipment. That said, it is not designed solely for anti-personnel use. A specific anti-personnel weapon usually has smaller bullets that are more likely to fall when striking human flesh. The M2 fires bullets at a lower muzzle velocity than the M16, similar to the M4, but its bullet is so much larger and heavier. The M33 ball ammunition for the M2 weighs nearly 46 grams, while the M16 standard 5.56mm NATO cartridge weighs less than 4 grams. That means that flying at the same velocities, the M2's .50 caliber has 11 times more energy to impart. 5. AK-630M2 Duet. The AK-630 is a Soviet and Russian naval approach weapon system based on a 30mm 6-barrel swivel gun. In 630, 6 means 6 guns and 30 means 30mm. It is mounted in an enclosed automatic turret and is guided by radar and television detection and tracking. The system's primary purpose is defense against anti-ship missiles and other precision weapons. However, it can also be employed against airplanes and helicopters, ships and other small boats, coastal targets, and floating mines. They call the complete weapon system A213 Vimpel A, comprising the AK-630M gun mount, the MR-12302 fire control radar system, and the SP-521 electric optical tracker. A single system can simultaneously control 2 30mm or 57mm guns. The radar system can engage air and surface targets at 4 km and 5 km respectively. The electro-optical system can detect a MiG-21 sized air target at 7 km range, while surface targets the size of a torpedo boat can be detected at a distance of up to 70 km. Its features include surveillance and tracking modes, high jamming immunity, laser rangefinder, and optical TV sight. It is in operation on almost all Russian Navy ships. The 4. A10 Thunderbolt 2. Affectionately known as the A10 Warthog for its aggressive appearance and the teeth often painted on the nose cone, the A10 Thunderbolt 2 is the U.S. Air Force's primary low-altitude close air support aircraft. The A10 is perhaps best known for its fearsome nose-mounted 30mm GAU-8 Avenger cannon. The GAU-8 fires depleted uranium, armor-piercing rounds, and high-explosive incendiary rounds. The Thunderbolt 2 features night vision systems, single-seat goggle-compatible cockpits in the front of the wings, and a large bubble canopy that provides pilots with a panoramic view. Pilots are protected by titanium armor that also protects parts of the flight control system. The Thunderbolt 2 can employ a wide variety of conventional munitions, including general-purpose bombs, cluster bomb units, laser-guided bombs, joint direct attack munitions or JDAM, wind-corrected munitions dispenser or WCMD, AGM-65 Maverick and AIM-9 sidewinder missiles, rockets, illumination flares, and the 30mm GAU-8A cannon, capable of firing 3,900 rounds per minute to defeat a wide variety of targets, including tanks. 3. Stoner 63A Command. The Stoner 63 is more than an individual firearm. It is a modular kit containing some 15 subassemblies. Different combinations of these subassemblies, barrels, feed units, firing units, sight units, allow the assembly of several firearms on the single receiver unit. The stamped steel housing contains a universal bolt group with a multi-shooter swivel bolt and a long travel gas piston with a gas tube. In all machine gun configurations, whether belt-fed or magazine-fed, the housing is oriented upside down, with the gas system below the barrel and the feed unit above the housing. In the rifle carb configuration, the Stoner 63 system uses a hammer firing unit integrated into the pistol grip and trigger guard. This firing unit allows for single shots and fully automatic fire, and the weapon is fired only with the bolt closed. In the machine gun configuration, the firing unit has no hammer. Instead, its sear interacts with the cut of the gas piston rod, allowing only fully automatic firing, and only from an open bolt. 2. M240 FN Mag. The M240, officially 7.62mm machine gun, M240, or unofficially M240 Bravo, is the US military designation for the FN Mag. Mitrailleuse A gas machine gun, alternatively Mitrailleuse Diapoy General support machine gun. A family of belt-fed gas-powered medium machine guns using the 7.62 by 51mm NATO cartridges. They belt all variants fed, disintegrating, and can fire most types of 7.62mm, .30, .308 cal. NATO ammunition. M240 variants can be converted to use non-disintegrating belts. If you're wondering where the differences lie, well, there are significant differences in weight and some features between some versions that restrict parts interchangeability. The M240B and M240G are typically fired from integrated bipods, tripods, or a vehicular mount. In terms of tripod use, the US Army primarily uses the M192 light ground mount, while the US Marine Corps uses the M122A1 tripod, a slightly upgraded M2 tripod. We give you this tip in case you're worried about your arms getting tired mid-battle. 1. GAU-17 machine gun. The M134 GAU-17 Vulcan gun is an air-cooled, 6-barrel medium machine gun, used primarily as an aircraft fire suppression weapon for the US Army. The so-called gatling design relies on electric motors to power the guns, resulting in a rate of up to 6,000 rounds per minute. They use it on a variety of rotary wing aircraft in the door gunner. The US Navy uses positions for its riverine and special operations craft. Shortly after World War II, the newly formed US Air Force identified the need for an improved weapon systems for its aircraft. Although adequate as an air combat ground attack weapon during World War II, the Browning M250 caliber machine gun had been rendered obsolete by jet aircraft and needed to be replaced by a weapon with greater range, rate of fire, and projectile lethality. With introducing helicopters to the modern battlefield, the M61 system was redesigned and scaled down for use as a helicopter weapon system. Referred to as the M134, this new weapon was like the M61A1, but fired the much smaller 7.62mm percussion rifle cartridges, capable of firing 6,000 rounds per minute. They used the M134 on several helicopters, including the UH-1 Iroquois, OH-6 Cayuse, and AH-1 Cobra, the AC-47 gunship during the Vietnam War. Would you be amazed by these powerful machine guns? Which is your best choice? Tell us your impressions in the comments below, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell. We upload material very often, and it's the best way to keep you informed. Until the next video.